Veggie Bells, my fairy treasures. How are you guys doing? All right, let me put my readers on and let me turn on my iPad here and bring you guys up. Let's see, here we go. We'll also do a little sound check. Am I close to the camera? Okay. Just a second, just bringing you guys up. Here we go.
What's finally going
all right,
we
did a sound check. There we go. Alrighty, and we will just wait for a few minutes for some people to come in. This is a new time for me to come on. I do want to welcome anybody who's watching the replay. Welcome in. And today we're going to be talking about herbs. We're going to be talking about herbs, and we're going to be talking about herbs to help like diarrhea, stomach problems. It really, really helps with that. And then we will also talk about making your own toothpaste, organic toothpaste. And we're going to, hey, Jeanette, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hey, Carolyn, welcome in, sweetie. It may take a little bit for people to pile in here because, excuse me, I changed times. So a lot of people forgot that I'm on at 10 a.m. So, hey, Dark Sky, welcome in, sweetie. I'm having an amazing day so far. I hope you're having an amazing day, Dark Sky. Welcome in, sweetie. Everyone's saying hi to everybody. So we'll just sit here and wait for just a minute for some more people to come in. Like I was saying, this is a new time. And so, hey, Butter Roll, welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Sea Rose, welcome in, sweetie. And then I'll announce what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do, this is going to be a fun day. We're going to do some fun stuff. Some stuff you guys have been asking for. Hey, Rosie. Hey, sweetie. Welcome in. Oh, Sea Rose, I got your package. Thank you, sweetie. And I'll be doing a video here today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Maybe today. I'm trying to think. I try to, when I do filming, I try to film things like together. So like I got a Dollar Tree haul. I have some Happy Mail. So, it might be today or tomorrow. We'll see. But thank you, sweetie, so much. I love what you sent me. I can't believe, girl, you be listening. Like I say something and oh my God, you find it and you sent it to me. It's just crazy. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. How many people do we have in here? Okay, we have 10 people. We're good. So I'm going to get started, letting you guys know what we're working on today. Only material, Sea Rose. I've been searching for that material forever and I could not find it. I was so excited that you sent me that material. So excited. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to be working on today is we're going to do herb knowledge for the first hour. And today may be a little shorter on the herb knowledge because I want to get to another thing too. So for herb knowledge today, we're going to create a tincture. You guys, I know this is kind of overshare, but it's for stomach issues. So if you have diarrhea, if your stomach is hurting, anything to do with the stomach, it totally just calms your stomach down. If you do get diarrhea, within about 10 minutes, it's gone. So I love this stuff. It's so good. And so much healthier for you than Pepto-Bismol. And you can just make it in your kitchen. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to make that tincture. And then also I'm going to show you how to I make my own toothpaste. I make my own everything as far as like all my own skincare, my own toothpaste, my own mouthwash, everything. So I'm going to show you how to make toothpaste and tell you the benefits of making your own toothpaste. I even make my own deodorant and I'll show you how to do that maybe next week. Also, everybody, okay, when I was with the Yarny Fiber Sisters, we were going to do a I was going to do fabric flowers, flowers made out of fabric, and the Yarny Fiber Sisters and the other girls were going to make crochet flowers. But I'm still going to make the flowers because I said I was going to do it. So I'm going to show you guys how to make some fabric flowers on the live today. I'm so excited. So these fabric flowers will be great for your crochet or knit projects. If you're going to make purses or bags, if you're making dresses and you want to put a flower on the dress, it's just nice to have a nice little bowl of flowers to go on your projects. Okay. All right, let me just see who else is in here. Who else has popped in? Hey, Maribel is hooked. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. All right, so let's first start with making the tincture for the stomach issues. Okay, let me get this stuff together here. Just looking at the chat real quick. Okay. Let me get the stuff for that. Just a second. Ugh. Okay. So, like I said, this tincture is for if you're having any stomach issues. You're having diarrhea, stomach cramping, your stomach feels nauseated, your stomach just doesn't feel good. This stuff is wonderful. Okay, and whenever I've had, sorry guys, I'm getting a little personal, diarrhea or anything, within about 10, 15 minutes, it stops it. Now, if you have a really bad case of it, of stomach issues, you may need to take it a couple of times, okay? Maybe 2, maybe 3 times. But take it the first time, in about 15 to 20 minutes, if it hasn't let up, the cramps, the diarrhea, the nausea, then go ahead and take a little bit more. And how much you're going to take is if you have a shot glass like this big, you only want to take like about that much of a shot glass. So the shot glass is like that, right? So the shot glass is like that. You want to take about that much. So just a little bit, okay? All right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your mason jar and you want to clean your mason jar out with peroxide. I always tell you guys that. And anything else you use, clean it with peroxide. It kills all the germies, okay? Shake it up, rinse it out with water, okay? Now, today, and I've already cleaned my jars. Today, okay, this is the size jar you want to use, okay? This is just the regular size medium mason jar. This is the one size smaller, right? See? I'm making it today in this one because I don't need any more of this tincture for my stomach. I have a bunch of it, but I want to show you guys, but I don't want to make too much of it because I already got enough made. So I'm going to use my smaller mason jar today, but if I was you, I'd use a regular size mason jar, okay? It's already been cleansed. Everybody's just saying hi to everybody. Okay, very good. Okay, so I'll write it down in the thing. What you want to use is you want to use wild cherry bark powder. Wild cherry bark grounded. Or you can, I don't know if it comes whole or not. I've only gotten it grounded. But however, I like to use, I think it only comes grounded. Yeah, because it's bark. Yeah, so it always comes powdered. So you want to get wild cherry bark, and I'm going to put that in the description box. I'm just combining these two together. I had 2 different bags of wild cherry bark. And where you want to get your wild cherry bark is at mountainroseherbs.com. So let me write all that in the chat, okay? Okay, so the herb you want to get is, and this only calls for two herbs, so it's pretty cool. Wild cherry, oops. Wild cherry bark. Okay, you also want to get, like always, I always put hibiscus. Okay, so let's put comma. I always put hibiscus flower in every tincture I make because it gives it that berry flavor, plus it has its own herbal benefits. So hibiscus hibiscus flower. Okay, you can get the whole, you can get the ground. But I would try to get, anytime you make a tincture, try to get whole if you can. Oh, Dark Sky Girl, you are the bomb. Dark Sky already wrote Mountain Rose Herbs in there. And where Dark Sky wrote Mountain Rose Herbs, that's where you go to order your herbs, okay? And you're probably, they sell it 4 ounces at a time, 4 ounces or a pound. So you're probably looking at, you know, $2, $3, $4 for 4 ounces. And that'll last you a long time, okay? Okay, so you need wild cherry bark and hibiscus flower. And I just put it in the chat, okay, in capitals. Okay, so it's always the same thing. Let me show you what this looks like. I got this from my herb store, okay? And you can get it an ounce at a time, okay? So that's what it looks like. It's brown. So I don't have a ton left because I've already made the tincture, but we'll use what I have. Okay, so, oh, what am I doing? I got to put the camera down. Let me put the camera down, you guys, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry. You guys are like, well, it'd be nice to see what you're doing. Okay. Just making sure you guys are seeing good. If I come back here, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take the wild cherry bark. Oh, Margie, welcome in, sweetie, and thank you so much. We're going to celebrate you, girl, in just a second, okay? So you're going to take the wild cherry bark, put that in. Okay. Now remember, I'm using a small mason jar. You can use a regular size mason jar. Let me write Margie's name down here so we don't forget. Hey, Garcia White, welcome in, welcome in. So those of you guys who just came in, what we're making is we're making a tincture for stomach issues. I'm getting a little personal with you guys today, but these things happen. So it's stomach issues like diarrhea, nausea, cramping, your stomach just doesn't feel good. Okay, so this is all for stomach issues, Margie. Thank you, sweetie Margie, and I will we'll celebrate you here in just a second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I totally appreciate that, honey. Okay, so we got the cherry bark in there, right? Just a second, I'm waiting to look at my thing. Okay, I'm looking at my monitor here so I can see what you guys are seeing. Oh, C Rose, thank you so much, sweetie. We're going to celebrate you too in just a second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so there's the cherry bark, and then this is hibiscus flower. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, that's hibiscus flower. You can get this. Okay, this is a lot in the Mexican culture. They drink this and make it into a tea, or they make it into like a drink with hot water. And I think a lot of times they sweeten it with a little agave syrup. But anyway, it has a real good raspberry flavor to it. I love it. I get mine. You can get this at Mountain Rose Herbs, which Dark Sky put in the description box, or you can buy this. If you have a Mexican grocery store, if you have a Winco, you can buy it by the pound and pick up like a pound for like $5. So that's really your best way of doing it. I buy mine at Winco a lot of times, or I buy it at my Mexican grocery store because I go to both. Okay, so just put like a handful in there. Like, that's good. See? So now we have about that much herb. Okay. Just looking, my iPad's a little bit behind, so I just want to see what you guys are seeing on my iPad. Okay, perfect. So you have about that much herb. So now you want to put, see how much herb you have? You have that much. You want to put that much water, and you want to put that much glycerin. And I cannot believe I forgot my glycerin. I'll be back. I'm telling you guys, I start 2 hours before and I prepare everything that I'm going to do. And then look, I still forgot something. Oh, well, nobody's perfect. Okay, moderators, Dark Sky, anybody else? Margie, hold it down for me. I just got to go grab the glycerin. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So you want to use a food-based glycerin. Now, I get this glycerin from my herb store here called Herbally Grounded here in Las Vegas. It's not a GNC. It's an actual herb store. Herbs are grow from the ground, and they sell them to my herb store. In fact, my herb store gets the herbs from Mountain Rose Herbs, where you guys are getting them from. I buy it by the gallon. It's $32 for the gallon. Do you have to buy a gallon of glycerin? No. But you can buy your glycerin also from Mountain Rose Herbs. Important thing about this is you want it to be a vegetable glycerin, or at least an all-natural organic glycerin. Also, your glycerin, this is important, and I forgot to tell you, sometimes I forget to tell you this. Your glycerin is super important. This is going to help extract the nourishment and the essence of the herbs. But just equally as important, this is your preservative, so that you don't get mold in your tincture. Okay. I do store my tinctures in the refrigerator. Now, they have the glycerin in them for the natural preservative. I store them in the refrigerator also just for an extra additive just an extra little additive of protection, so that you don't have any mold. I can count on one hand how many times I've gotten mold in the last 13 or 14 years I've been doing this. Probably 5 times. Once a year, one of my tinctures will go moldy. Something happens, and you'll see it. The mold will grow right on top. But it happens to me maybe once a year. So don't worry about it. All right. So like I said, we got like that much herb, right? So we need that much glycerin. And I'm so mad. This is my last bit of glycerin. I don't have that much glycerin left. And I went to go get some, and they didn't have any. And they said they haven't had any for a while. I'm like, oh. I go, are you guys just getting some in? And they're like, well, we ordered it. I'm like, oh goodness. You know, the supply chain issues. Okay. So hopefully they're getting some glycerin in. So now we put that much glycerin. Okay. Now we're going to put that much water. Okay. So I got my teapot, my tea kettle, and we're going to go probably be in about 3/4. There we go. Oh, put that over there. Put our lid on. Put our lid on, and just 1 second. I'm just going to get a piece of tape. And I'm going to, just a second. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of tape here, and I'm going to put, I just put wild cherry on here. And when I put wild cherry, that means that this is for any stomach issues that I'm having. And we'll put that on the lid. So this is super important that you always label, because you think, oh, I know what it is. You'll forget. I've forgotten a ton of times, and I'm like, oh, I need to label that. Okay, so I labeled it. I just put wild cherry with some tape, no major. Then I would just take it and now shake it up. Okay. And then that's what it looks like. This looks like a bunch of muck. There we go. So then you shake this up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fill your crock pot with water. Put your crock pot on low and put this in there for about 6 hours. And then what you want to do is at Dollar Tree, they have these strainers that have a real fine, that are real fine strainers. Pick one of those up from Dollar Tree if you have it. If not, get a piece of cheesecloth, okay? If you're going to use the strainer, clean it with peroxide, okay, so we can keep everything clean. And then get yourself another mason jar, clean it out with peroxide, and decant it, which means just pour this through the cheesecloth or pour this through that strainer into the jar, okay? Now, if you have to, sometimes you need to take and you need to put it into like maybe a glass bowl, a glass measuring cup, because it'll be easier to pour it into here. You could decant it into like a glass measuring cup, first. Clean that out with peroxide and then pour that into here. Or you can go from here straight into here. Through muslin, like cheesecloth, not muslin, cheesecloth, or through that fine strainer from Dollar Tree. Okay. And then you just go ahead and you store it in the refrigerator. Your tinctures, because you have that glycerin in there, it's an acts as a natural preservative. I have tinctures that are over a year old in my refrigerator. So as long as they don't have mold on them, they're good. I mean, after a year and a half, 2 years, I probably would throw the thing away, but they can last for a long time. Okay, so let's see what questions you guys have. Also, we need to celebrate some people. Let's first celebrate who is donated, and then I will go through the chat and welcome more people in. Okay, so I know that C Rose donated. So let me put her name down. So for those of you who just came in, what the tincture I was making was, it's for if you have, excuse me for what I'm saying, but for if you have diarrhea, nausea, stomach cramps, your stomach just doesn't feel good. It's for all of that. Okay. And if you do have diarrhea, within about 10 to 15 minutes, it should solidify it. And if it doesn't, like you got a really bad case of it, give yourself, oh my God, I got a mosquito in here. Just a second. I'm going to kill this mosquito because I don't want it to bite me. Just a second. It's a big one too. Sorry, guys. What happened to that mosquito? Hopefully I got it. That mosquito was huge. Oh my goodness. All right. What was I talking about? I don't even know what I was talking about now because that mosquito just... Anyway, sorry, guys. I don't know where that mosquito came from. It was flipping huge. I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying? I can't remember. All right, let's celebrate people. It'll come back to me. Or somebody in the chat will say, that's what you were talking about, Angela. Okay, so let's celebrate Margie. Thank you, sweetie. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring you back up here really quickly. Thank you, Margie. Here we go. Thank you, Margie. Woohoo! Thank you, sweetie. And let's do for C Rose. Woo! Thank you, C Rose. There we go. Thank you, C Rose. Woohoo! And also, thank you, Angel Renee, little sweetie. Let's do Angel Renee. Angel Renee, got you in here. Thank you, sweetie. Let's play some music for her. Thank you, Angel Renee. Woohoo! Thank you, girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woohoo! Okay, so before we get started on how to make the it's a tooth powder. Before we do that, let me check the chat. And welcome everybody in. Hey, Yarn Doll, welcome in, welcome in. Just a second. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that is so true. Don Yarndall says, Dark Sky, you're an important part of the YouTube 2D world. We value and love you dearly. Glad to have you back. We adore Dark Sky. She is just awesome. Girl, You know I love you. And you just help me out. And you help everyone so much. We love you, Dark Sky. Yes, we are so glad to have you back, sweetie. So, so glad. I don't feel like you're gone for that long, though. But you know what? I have been a little bit busy myself. So that's probably why I feel like I haven't missed seeing Dark Sky too much, because I haven't been on as much as I normally have been either. So, because I gotten a little bit busy myself. So, but yeah, we love Dark Sky. Thank you, Yarn Doll. Thank you. And thank you, Elizabeth. Angel says she's enjoying the herb segment on Friday. Thank you. Okay. Welcoming everybody in. Okay. Hey, Darcia White, welcome in. Also, Dark Sky, you weren't feeling well, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're doing better now. I'm so glad you're doing better. Hey, Becky D, welcome in, welcome in. And C Rose says, did I miss anything? My hubby called. I don't think so, girl. I think you're good. Did you see me make the tincture and everything? I think if you saw me make the tincture, that's all we've pretty much done. So I think you were here for that part. Okay, Margie's Crafty Corner says, is that the same glycerin that you use to make your jelly plate? It is. I used a food-based glycerin, and I could have used maybe a cheaper glycerin that's not food-based, but I already have a gallon of it, so that's the one I used. Okay. Everybody is saying hi to everybody. Okay, let me just make sure that I got everybody welcomed in. And okay, wonderful. Hey, Kristen F, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Kim G, welcome in. Let me see. Oh, Dark Sky, I'm so, so sorry. I'm glad you're spending time with your sister, because that's the most important thing, is to spend time with her. Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness, Dark Sky, I'm so, so sorry. I'm sending prayers and positive healing energy to your sister, and prayers. We all are. Oh, going through that is just, it's horrible. So sorry, honey. Yes, everybody's sending hugs and prayers to you, Dark Sky. Everybody is. Okay. Did I just put pen on my shirt? No, I didn't. Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to show you guys is how to make your own toothpaste. It's really a tooth powder, but it's toothpaste. Okay. So let me put this stuff over here. And I'm going to talk to you guys about toothpaste. And you're going to be shocked when I let you know what I learned about toothpaste. We've been lied to. Okay. When I became an herbalist, I took a class on how to make like all this stuff, like how to make my own toothpaste, make my own A&D ointments, how to make everything, how to make my own laundry detergent. Okay. Which I'm going to share all the stuff I learned with you guys over the next, however long this takes, okay? But, okay, let me talk to you real quick about why I make my own toothpaste. Just like everything else pharmaceutical for me has been a nightmare, okay? I've ended up in the hospital, I've passed out, I've hallucinated. I've already told you my stories with pharmaceutical drugs, which is why I take herbs. Even down to my damn teeth, okay? I had the most horrible teeth my whole life. I was brushing. I was flossing like an insane person. And every time I go to the dentist, cavities. cavities, 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 cavities. And then they'll start turning into, what is it called? After you do regular cavities, some of them would turn into abscesses. I've had it all, okay? Finally, I had a bunch of teeth removed in the back, not in the front, but in the back, because I didn't want to deal with these teeth anymore. And then I took this class and I learned about teeth. So like everything else for me, pharmaceutical wise, my body rejects. Well, even down to my teeth. So what happened was I found out, and before, let me stop before I keep going on, because I should have given this warning before, but now there's more people in here. I am not telling you to take prescription drugs. I'm not telling you not to take prescription drugs, okay? I am just sharing what has worked for me as an herbalist. I had to find something else because prescription drugs and me don't mix. And so I had to find something else for myself. So I'm just sharing my knowledge with you. You take this knowledge. You can take none of it. You can take some of it. You can take all of it. Do what you need to do. Do you, okay? So this is what works for me. And now we're talking about my teeth. This is what has worked for my teeth. You guys, I have not had to see the dentist. I haven't had any cavities. I haven't had no problem since I started using this stuff. And I've been on my homemade tooth powder. Well, as long as I've been doing herbs, like 14 years. 14 years ago, I had some shady work that was done in my mouth. And I thought I was going to this reputable dentist. Well, it wasn't reputable at all. So all my fillings started falling out and it was a mess. It only been like 3 years and they were all falling out and it was horrible. And some of them had gotten infected. So I got all that fixed, okay, while I was using this tooth powder. And this was about 14 years ago. So I got all those problems fixed, like all those fillings and stuff that were falling out and the abscess that happened because the fillings fell out. So I got all that fixed. So after that, now I'm starting fresh, right? I'm not saying you have to start fresh either for this to work. So then I started using this tooth powder. And what I learned about is this tooth powder is Redmond clay, okay, and xylitol. Redmond clay has tons of minerals in it, okay? Oh, and it also, Redmond clay, any type of clay has lots of minerals in it. And it pulls toxins out, it pulls bacteria out, and it leaves minerals on your teeth. Those minerals help mineralize your teeth and they help to strengthen your teeth. So this is what I learned. And like I said, you can think I'm full of crap, but I'm telling you right now, it's worked for me. You know how some people never floss their teeth and they're not even that great about brushing, but they never floss and they never get cavities. They have strong teeth, and maybe it's hereditary probably that they have these strong teeth. Well, my teeth weren't strong, okay? So the minerals in the clay go through and they mineralize your teeth and they strengthen your teeth. So even if you didn't floss or you missed something in your flossing or you don't floss at all, your teeth are so strong that it's not going to allow for that bacteria growth to go in and start breaking your teeth down and stuff because you got really, really strong teeth. So over the last 14 years, I've been mineralizing my teeth and then getting really, really strong. And do I floss every day? No. But my teeth have gotten so much stronger because of this. Now, this is the other thing that I've learned, which really perturbed me, is when I was little, they had me on all types of fluoride rinses. So I was on fluoride rinses. I was flossing. I was brushing my teeth with the special toothpaste and all this. Well, what is fluoride made out of? This is what I learned in my class. Fluoride is a byproduct of cement. I'm like, what the hell? Why would you put fluoride in our water and in the toothpaste and then tell us it's to strengthen teeth? No, it's the byproduct because there's people who make cement needed something to do with the byproduct. So they just made this up and said, let's just put it in the water system and let's just put it in the toothpaste and say that fluoride is to strengthen teeth. It's not. And I'm a prime example of it's not, because I was rinsing, it's in our water. And then I was using fluoride rinses and I was using these toothpaste with tons of fluoride I got from the dentist's office, and my teeth were just getting worse, worse, worse. It was getting to the point where they're like, if we move any more teeth back here in the back, your mouth's going to be like disheveled. Okay. And what, by the time you're 50, you're going to end up with, you know, putting the fake teeth in. So, like I said, for the last 15 years, I've been using this, and now I don't use any regular toothpaste. I use this tooth powder. And for the last 14 years, after I got my problems fixed of all that bad dental work that I haven't had nothing. My husband, he's been getting cavities. He's been getting, he's had tartar buildup where it was almost to the point where he was gonna have it scraped off and all this stuff. It was bad, okay? And he had healthier teeth than me. And he wasn't using this tooth powder. But he's seen me. He's like, okay, I'm going to go to this tooth powder because I got all these problems. You had more problems than me when I first met you. And now your teeth are better than mine. And you've been using this tooth powder. I'm going to go to that. So now he'll use nothing but this tooth powder, okay? And now his problems have lessened up. And you know that tartar buildup he had? It also removes the tartar buildup. He doesn't have to get that all scraped off now because this tooth powder took care of that tartar problem too. Now, also, xylitol. So it's a mixture of Redmond clay. This is the Redmond clay. You can get this from Herbal, Mountain Rose Herbs. Okay, that's the Redmond clay. There's a ton of good stuff you can do with this Redmond clay. This stuff is, love it. I'll show you so many things that we can make out of this Redmond clay. But right now we're talking about tooth powder. All right, the next thing is xylitol. This is an all-natural sugar. I'm not sure what plant it comes from, but it's an all-natural sugar. I believe you can get the xylitol also from, and that's how you spell it, Xylitol. Let me put this in the chat. So you're going to need to get, I'll put it in caps, Redmond clay. And now let me tell you about this too. And I believe this has happened to me. If you have a cavity, start using this. I've known people who've used this and they had a cavity and they kept using this every day, or even brushing their teeth 2 times a day, sometimes 3 times a day, remineralizing their teeth, strengthening their teeth, using this clay, which pulls bacteria out, which kills bacteria and germs, okay? This clay does all that. And they didn't have that cavity anymore. So take what you will with that information. Also, you're going to need some, I haven't talked about it yet, organic essential peppermint oil. And you want the real stuff. Don't get fragrance oil. You want to make sure. So you want to spend a good $5 or $6, $7 on this. Buy it from, you can buy it from Herbally Ground or Mountain Rose Herbs. Whole Foods. Whole Foods also sells essential oils that are real oils. You can buy them from there. A lot of times people want to give you fragrance oil. You're going to be ingesting this. So you want, not ingesting it, but it's going in your mouth. So you want it to be essential oil. Okay. So Redmond clay, xylitol, and organic essential peppermint oil. Okay, I just put that in the chat. Okay, now the xylitol. This stuff is awesome. Also, it's a natural sugar. You can use it as a sugar. It's natural, just like agave syrup or any of the rest of them. But this xylitol, it also fights bacteria, cavities, germs, all of that. The xylitol is excellent for that. You can also make a mouthwash out of this too with this xylitol. It'll also give your tooth powder some sweetness, okay? But this is fighting bacteria. It's fighting, and I know it's an all-natural sugar. Now, you've always heard sugar causes cavities. Well, not xylitol. And it's a real sugar. It's not a fake sugar. It's made by a plant. So this fights bacteria. It fights cavities, germs, that tartar buildup. So you've got 2 things that are fighting and building your teeth up. Okay, so that's why we're gonna do that. And then organic peppermint oil. I got this from my herb store from Herbally Grounded. But like I said, you can get the peppermint. There we go. The essential peppermint oil. from, if you want to get spearmint, that's fine. You can get that from Mountain Rose Herbs. Essential oils have gone up in price. It's absolutely ridiculous. Can't believe it. Anyway, and you just want, and I'll show you guys how to mix this all up. When you do this, this is also very antimicrobial. It kills germs, it kills bacteria, and it leaves a nice, refreshing mint in your mouth that you're used to. Okay. All right. So let me bring the camera down and I'll show you how to make it. Now that I've given my whole spiel. All right, let me just see how this camera situation is. All right, perfect. All right. So make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So this is just a little glass jar. I would put it in glass because clay pulls. Okay. I drink a thing called clay water. We'll talk about that another time. But clay water pulls. It pulls bacteria. It pulls germs. It will pull anything that's not good for you. It pulls it right out. Okay. Of your teeth, out of your mouth. It's a puller. So if it's in plastic, it'll pull the toxins from plastic also. So use glass. Use glass as much as possible with anything, in my opinion. Okay, the first thing I like to do is I like to put my xylitol in here first. Oh, and like I said, this xylitol that I'm using, right here it says 1/3 fewer calories. This is if you're going to use it as a sweetener. Perfect for ketogenic and no sugar diets, low glycemic impact. Pure granulated xylitol, no added ingredients, the perfect substitute for sugar. Okay. And this doesn't have any aftertaste or anything. It's really good. And this xylitol is by Now. Okay. All right. So, you guys know me and measuring. I don't, for the most part. Which is why I don't like baking, because you have to measure. Okay. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and make this whole thing here. Because I'm at the end of my xylitol, too. God, I need xylitol. I need glycerin. I need everything. Okay. So we'll put that there. So I just put in the jar. Look how much I put in there. I put a lot of xylitol. Okay. So put more xylitol than you are going to put of the Redmond clay. Okay. So just show you how much I put in there. That's how much I put in there. Okay. Now, the Redmond clay, put half as much. So however how much of the xylitol sugar you put in there, put half as much clay. You don't need as much clay. The clay is potent. So I just put half as much of the Redmond clay than I put the xylitol. Okay. Then I sanitized this knife already. That's why it's in this napkin. Mix this up. It's going to look kind of granular. See, that's how it looks like once you mix it all together. Okay, then you want to take about of your peppermint, essential peppermint oil. Take about five drops right in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Sounds good. Take your little knife again. I like a knife because it really like helps chop it up a little bit. And make sure you get all those that peppermint oil just mixed in. Now, if you want to melt, I'm going to tell you how to make the mouthwash. We're not going to make the mouthwash today, but we'll make the mouthwash hopefully next week. But I'll tell you how to make the mouthwash because I know some people are going to be like, how do you make the mouthwash? Okay, so I will tell you in just a second. So it's going to look a little bit granular. That's how it looks. Okay. Oh, you can smell the peppermint, essential peppermint oil. It's wonderful. So what you want to do is you want to take your toothbrush, wet your toothbrush. Just a second, let me get this. Got this sugar everywhere. There we go. So wet your toothbrush, dip it into your powder. And some people may think that's gross. If you have a problem with that, take a little bit of this, put it on a plate, then dip your wet toothbrush into the plate of the clay. But I use it like this. I'll show you how I do it, and it worked out. I haven't had any mold or nothing grow in it because everything in here is very antimicrobial. Like it's not gonna, it fights against all that. It fights against mold, bacteria, all that stuff. So I've never had any of my powders go moldy on me by doing it like this. So take your toothbrush, wet it with water, dip it in here, get some on here. Don't let the water from the toothbrush though keep seeking into this. This is clay. It'll turn into like a face mask, which we're going to make face mask out of clay. So get your wet toothbrush, go like that. Get your wet toothbrush away from this. Don't let water drip into this. Get that away, put it over to the side, and then brush your teeth. That is it. But if you let that wet toothbrush drip over this, this is going to turn into like basically like a wet clay mask. Okay, we don't want that for this. We want it to stay powdery. Okay, all right. So that is how you make your own tooth powder. So I've told you why to use this. If you choose to do it, why I do it, what you need, and you're good to go. So now I have our next, because I know we're getting a little bit low. So now me and my husband have our next tooth powder. Okay. So, all right, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Put this stuff away. Put all this away here. Just a second. Oh, I'm sticky. And I used my tooth powder this morning. It was great. Oh, I didn't talk about this. Okay, let me talk about, you guys can look at me now, how to make the mouthwash. So this is how you make the mouthwash. Use bottled, I would use bottled water, but if you don't have bottled water, at least boil the water. Either way, boil the water, okay? Take the water, boil it, get a mason jar. Sorry, guys, my stupid light. Come on, where is it at? I think it's the extension cord. I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh. If I touch it, it's a mess. I gotta stop touching it. Okay. How you make the mouthwash. And the mouthwash is good also to fight cavities, freshen your breath, get rid of bacteria, all that stuff like that. That's what this mouthwash is for. And also just to freshen your breath. You can fill this up. I would use the smaller mason jar. Use the smaller one because this is a lot to make. Use the one that's half this size. Okay, so fill it up with some hot water about right to there. Okay, so halfway. If you're using a big mason jar, fill it halfway with water or use a smaller mason jar. To taste, you want to just sprinkle this sugar in there till it gets sweet. Okay, so you'll taste it a little bit. So just do it till it gets sweet. That's what I do. Some people are like, I want exact measurements, but girl, I don't be doing that. Then take your organic peppermint oil, put like 4 in there. Again, it's like cooking. Taste it a little bit. See if it's good, if it tastes to your liking, of how, you know, refreshing you want this to be. And then again, peppermint oil is antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti everything, and it'll kill all that bacteria and everything in your mouth. Okay, and so will the xylitol. So that's how you make it. And there's no alcohol in here, you guys, and your mouth will feel so refreshed and feel great. And if you want to swoosh on this, a couple times a day just to freshen your breath, do that too. Okay, but then you're fighting bacteria, you're fighting cavities, you're strengthening your teeth, you're doing all that stuff that you want with the rinse also. Okay, This is what the damn dentist should have been giving me, stuff to help build my teeth up, not break them down. But anyway, I regressed. Okay. And like I said, you don't have to agree with me. You can be like, girl, you are full of crap. You don't know what you're talking about. That's fine. You can take some of this. You can take all of it. I'm just sharing what I've learned and then what has worked for me and what's worked for my husband and my family and anybody that I've shared these herbs with. Just a second. Okay. And this sounds horrible. I have been to the dentist for 14 years. Okay. And my teeth have never been this good. In fact, they're so good. Like I said, my husband is now hooked on this stuff. He won't touch toothpaste. He took all the toothpaste we had in this house because he would always stock up. He likes to stock up on things. Well, so do I. And we were stocked up with toothpaste for the next 20 years. He went in that kitchen in the bathroom and just took all that toothpaste and threw it out. Okay. Sorry, guys. Reason that I don't put my phone on airplane mode during a live is because I want two different accesses to going live. If my Wi-Fi here at the house goes out, then I have the Wi-Fi on my phone from the phone company. But if I turn it on airplane mode, I only have one source of Wi-Fi. So this way, it's always going to go. Okay, so that's why I don't put it on airplane mode on my phone. Okay, because I know someone's going to ask that and be like, that's rude, you should put it on airplane mode. I did that, and then my Wi-Fi thing got messed up at the house, and then I wasn't able to use the Wi-Fi on my phone, and it was not good. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Next, we're making flowers, fabric flowers, woohoo! But let me just see what you guys are talking about right now. Oh, you're welcome, Rosie. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Adrian, welcome in. Adrian says, I miss my beautiful teeth. Oh, no, Adrian. Elizabeth says, yes, they want money. Hey, Helen Anderson, welcome in. Adrian says the dentist ruin them so they can keep their job. Now, like I said, I hope I didn't insult anybody in here because somebody may know a dentist, somebody may be a dentist in here. I don't really know, but all I know is that this is what worked for my teeth. Okay. Now, if regular toothpaste works for you and regular mouthwash works for you and going to the dentist works for you, then do it. Do what works for you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what worked for me, okay? And my husband. Elizabeth says, Angie, your time is so needed. Thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. Hey, VJ, welcome in. Welcome in. VJ says, I couldn't figure out why Angie sounded like she was on drugs. I had slowed down my speed for a YouTuber who speaks super fast. LOL. That's hilarious. You're like, is Angela on drugs? But she don't take drugs. That's hilarious. Hey, Knit and Crochet, welcome in. Adrian says the dentist medicine just ruined my teeth. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Hey, Aisha, welcome in, sweetie. And thank you, Aisha, for dropping my Etsy link. Thank you. Hey, Mitzi, welcome in. Welcome in. Deanna, welcome in. Adrian says, I wish I would have known this before I lost all my teeth. Girl, I wish I would have known this throughout my whole childhood. Up until, when did okay, I'm 50. How old am I? Losing my brain. 54. Okay, I'm trying to think how long. Well, I've been doing this for 14 years. So I only started doing this 14 years ago. I wish I'd been doing this my whole life. I'd have all these teeth in the back that I had removed. But at least before we got to the front, the whole nightmare ended for me. Thank goodness. Okay, Don Yarndall says, I've been using baking soda, coconut oil, and the food grade peppermint oil from Whole Foods. Girl, that is awesome. Again, baking soda has a ton of minerals. So again, you're mineralizing your teeth. So you know what, girl, I agree with that. The baking soda would be good. You could use the baking soda instead of using the clay. You can keep doing the same thing you've been doing. The only thing is you could actually add the clay to your regimen. Yarn, who am I talking to? Dawn. Okay, sorry. You could add the clay because the clay pulls. It's a puller. It pulls bacteria from your mouth. It pulls bacteria, anything that causes your teeth to have those cavities. It pulls. It's a puller. So you might want to add some of that clay, the Redmond clay, to what you're doing. I might even add some baking soda to what I'm doing because there's a lot of good minerals in that baking soda. And it also is good about also removing bacteria from the mouth too, and from the teeth. So, oh, and the coconut oil. That's another thing. Okay. Coconut oil removes that tartar buildup. So when my husband did have it, I forgot to tell you this. I took the same stuff I did and I added a little coconut oil to the whole thing. So now it's not just a powder. Now it's more like a paste. And so it's the same recipe, but add the coconut oil like Dawn's talking about. That pull, it's also will pull and take that tartar buildup off of your teeth. Coconut oil is the bomb. So what Dawn just said is awesome. So what she's doing for her teeth is excellent. And that food grade peppermint oil, awesome. Okay, Becky D says, what is the purpose of the xylitol for the toothpaste? The xylitol also, it goes in and it kills the bacteria that causes cavities in your mouth. So it does that. It also helps build up your teeth. It helps build up the strength of your teeth. It has a lot of minerals and things in it to help build up the teeth. What you want is you want to kill bacteria and you want to strengthen your teeth. Because if there's you're not going to ever remove all the food out of your teeth. You could keep flossing, but eventually there's going to be some food left in there somewhere in the crevice of your teeth. But if your teeth are really super strong, the stronger your teeth are, the less likely that food that's caught there is going to start rotting your teeth out, okay, or causing a cavity, which is rotting your teeth out, because your teeth are strong. They can handle that food there and won't let the bacteria turn it into a cavity. So that's the importance of that xylitol. Plus, it makes your toothpaste nice and sweet, which we're used to, right? Okay. See, Rose, thank you. She said, your teeth are beautiful. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, and also the clay also helps whiten your teeth. So I don't whiten my teeth anymore either. I just use that powder. It helps whiten your teeth also. And if you have the baking soda in there, that helps whiten teeth also. Hey, so yarn arm, welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Just go into the chat here real quick. Okay, Ciro says, I had all my teeth capped. I did not want dentures, so this homemade tooth powder is coming at a good time. Awesome, girl. Awesome. Good. Don Yarndall says, using traditional toothpaste gives me upset stomach, and I have to use homemade, so I am so excited for this. Awesome, girl. Yeah, that's the word, root canals. Yeah, I've had several of those. Because you would think, I mean, by now, at 54, you would be like, girl, you're going to, if I continue down that path, I would definitely be having more root canals. I definitely would have dentures by now. I would. My teeth were, it was horrendous. And I've gone through so much pain over the years. Okay. Okay, everybody, of course, is sending prayers to Dark Sky. Oh, Dark Sky, I'm so sorry, honey. So sorry. And again, sending prayers and positive healing energy for your sister. So sorry. Aw, Dawn is so sweet. She says, Angie, I've missed you too. It's not the same, but I'm adjusting to the new routine. Thank you, sweetie. And I will start joining more lives again. I just got a little bit busy. My life started getting a little bit busy. I started skating again, and that has got me busy and very sore. And I gotten really busy with just life stuff. So, but I will be on some more people's lives when you guys go live. Because I know Dawn just started doing some going live. So I gotta get on the stick. And Kristen F., did I welcome you in, girl? Welcome in. Hey, Rita Pacheco, welcome in, sweetie. Rita says, Angie, hi, cutie patootie, getting ready to buy groceries. Hello, everyone in the chat. Girl, get your groceries. Hope you don't spend too much. Those grocery prices are ridiculous. And did you guys see the gas? The gas is going back up. The gas is over $4 here in Las Vegas again. It had gotten into the threes, which is still too high. You know what? Gas ain't a good price to me until it's in the twos. Really, I want it to be $1.50 again, but at least be in the twos. Okay, so we had gotten down to the threes. We're up over $4 again. It's been inching up over the last month, and the food is gone up more. So they need to do something about these prices. These prices are out of hand. They are out of hand. Hey, Darcia White, welcome in. Hey, Sally Horner, welcome in. Yarn Arm says, I would get my teeth pulled out before any more root canals. Ooh, those root canals are no joke. I've had, I don't know, probably 3, 4, 5 of them, something like that over the years. Horrendous. Horrendous. Hey, Margaret G, welcome in. Okay, I think I welcomed everybody in, and I have, okay, yes. All right, so, hey, BT Redneck, welcome in. Okay, I'm just looking to see what people are saying. Okay, just making sure I got everybody. Okay, all right, so the next thing we're going to do is, okay, I'm going to show you guys how to make flowers. Also, let's switch our brain over knitting and crocheting, okay? All right, so, when I was with the Yarny Fiber Sisters, we were going to do a project where I was going to show you guys how to make fabric flowers, and they were going to show you how to make crochet flowers. And so I'm still going to do the fabric flowers. People have been asking me, are you still doing the fabric flowers? Yes, and we're going to do them today on the live. I thought, let's do it on the live. So we're going to do it today. For the next 3 weeks, every week I'll show you how to make a different flower. So today I'm going to show you how to make a flower, and the next 2 Fridays I'll show you guys how to make different flowers out of fabric. Now, these flowers can be used on any of our knit or crochet projects, on little girl dresses, on our own dresses. If we're going to make a hat, you can put a little flower on there. For purses, bags, totes. So it's nice to have yourself a nice little bowl of flowers in your colors that you know that you like, and they're ready to go. Now, the flower that I'm going to show you today, it's more of a shabby type of flower, so I don't know how it would be good to wash it. So it'd be great for hats, because a lot of times we don't throw our hats in the washing machine. Well, I guess we do. Yeah, we do. Anyway, this is what I would do. If instead of gluing it on, I would use Velcro to Velcro it on. So let me show you. I have some Velcro right here. So on the back of the flower, and I'll show you once I make a flower, I'll just kind of reiterate what I'm saying. You can get some Velcro from Dollar Tree, okay? And they have the little small ones too, and you might want to get the little smaller white ones, but these are the black ones. You get these ones in the hardware section at Dollar Tree, and then they have the little white round small ones, and you get those in the craft section. I don't know why they have two different areas for Velcro, but you might want to do that and put the Velcro on the back of the flower and then onto whatever you're going to make, so that you can take the flower off when you're going to wash, okay? Especially for this flower, okay? Because it's a little bit more shabby if you're going to do it on a garment that's going to be washed. Purses and bags, we don't tend to wash that much, so you'll probably be fine just gluing it on. But I would, for if it's going to be a clothing item or something you're going to wash, I would with this flower, I would velcro it on. Okay, all right, so let's start. All right, so we got some fabrics. So you're going to start with whatever. I use fabric. I buy fabric from Dollar Tree, little remnants from fabric stores, but also your clothing. Go look at your old clothing. You can rip that up for flowers. Old bed sheets, you can rip that up from flowers. If you go to thrift stores, pick up sheets. Sheets are one of the best ways to get fabric because you get a lot of it for a good price. You're picking up for $1 or $2 usually. All right. What color flower do I want to make first? You know, I want to make this one. So I have a whole, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Look at these baskets. You get them at Dollar Tree. They don't have them right now, but they should be getting them back in. Aren't they cute? These would be great for our knitting or crocheting projects. But I have it filled with fabric. So I went through any sheets or fabric that I wanted to use for flower making, and I cut it all up into like fat quarters so it's more usable, and I put it in this basket. So I have a little basket. Anytime I'm doing anything, I make a kit. So that's my little kit of fabrics to make these flowers. Okay. And the fabric I'm going to use is, I have some remnants left over from making, I made some gnomes out of fabric. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? I love this fabric. I bought more of it. They got more of it. This is, you can get this fabric. If you want this fabric, you can get this fabric at Hobby Lobby. I love it. Make sure you get on the 40% off week though. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera down so I can start showing you stuff. Let me get this out of the way. All right, let me bring you guys down so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so here's our fabric that we're going to use. Are you guys excited about making these flowers? And I cannot tell you guys how nice it is just to put on a YouTube video for the afternoon and just make flowers. So relaxing. I love it. And I'll do that for an afternoon. Oh, you also need a hot glue gun. So let me, Lord, let me touch my thing over here, my plug, my extension cord. Hopefully the lights don't go out. All right. Just a second. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna need our hot glue gun. So we got a hot glue gun. Put that over here. Also, I use this. I get these, in fact, they had them, these are for Easter. But they have them at Dollar Tree. They have the bigger ones a lot of times in the kitchen section. But they have these. I love it because they're pink and they're cute. You get them at Easter time, the smaller ones. But if they don't have just the bigger ones, that's fine. But get yourself on these spatulas because this is going to be good to press down so you don't burn yourself. Okay. Get your glue sticks. They sell glue sticks at Dollar Tree. You can get those there too. So there's a bunch of glue sticks because we're going to need those. Let me put those over here. Okay, you know these type of things like this that come with lace on them or trims. Okay. You want one of those. So look through your thing. They have different, you have different sizes, right? So these are two different sizes. This is a pretty large one. This is what they are. See? So you just pull these off of here. And now you have circles. Okay. So I have 3 different sizes of circles here. Okay. See that? I'm going to use the biggest one. Your base is going to decide what size flower you're going to make. And I want to make really large ones. Okay. So I'm going to use this. Also, when you're at Dollar Tree, get yourself some different colors of felt. So we have some purple felt. We have this black felt. You don't have to get it from Dollar Tree, but it's one of the cheapest places to get it. And if you're already there, got some black felt, and then we have some white felt. Okay. It doesn't really matter what color you use. If you don't have felt, you can also use a piece of cardstock for what I'm about to do. Okay. So take your little circle. Okay. And this is going to be your base for your flower. And hopefully I have a white pencil of some sort, because I'm using, you know what, I'm not going to use this color because I need to get a white pencil in here and I don't have a white pencil. So I'm just going to go with the white. If you just get white, you can use white felt for everything. Why am I getting things confusing? All right, so let's just use this piece of white felt. Now we have this little thing here. Take a marker of any sort, go around. You can use a pen, a marker, whatever. It does not matter. And let's do a few of these because we're going to make more than one flower. We're going to make quite a few flowers. What time is it? And we'll see how many flowers you can make up until for the next hour. Okay, so I'm just going to do this so we can cut out a few, and I'm going to check, and I will check chat about every 10 minutes, you guys. So if you have a question about what we're doing, put it in caps, and then that way I can get to your question a lot easier, a lot faster. You guys, join me on Sunday, every Sunday, 2:00 p.m. Pacific. I have Angie's art party, and we are going to make beads, paper beads. So I'm going to make paper beads, and I'm going to make paper boho beads. Look at these. Let me show you. I have some beside me. These are boho beads. Look how fabulous these are. And they have a metal hook on each side. These are fabulous. These are really good to be able to dangle off of your purses, your bags, your tote bags, anything you've knitted or crocheted, off a journal. Aren't these cool? So I'm going to show you how to make these boho beads and also how to make paper beads. So on Sunday, if you want to make these, you're going to need straws to make the boho beads and some wire. And to make the paper beads, you're just going to need a skewer and some paper. And then if you have any shiny glazing stuff, pull that out too, but you don't have to glaze them that day. So, all right, so I just made a ton of these, probably more than I wanted, but we're good. All right, let me get where's my fabric scissors? Are they not in here? I thought they were in here. All right, let's hope and pray that these work. I might have to get my fabric scissors. Oh no, these are working good. All right, so while I cut out these circles, you guys, let me read the chat. Margaret G says, I never make the item at the same time the live tutorial is. I like to replay it back at a speed that I like. Sounds good. So we're just going to, I'm not going to cut all these out right now. We'll just cut out what, as we need them. So you guys don't have to watch me cut circles out. Like, girl, I don't want to watch you cut a circle out. So there we go. All right, so we'll just keep this on the side, but we have all of our circles done now, right? And we'll put that over there. So now we have our circle, and that's going to be our base that we work on, okay? So let me put that aside. And let me show you how we're going to do the fabric flower, prepare the squares for the flowers. You put this toothpaste over here. Okay, let me just read through the chat really quickly, see what you guys are saying. Don says, I don't know why today my brain and said, where are the beads? Oh yeah, we're doing beads on Sunday. Oh, and Tank, I love to crochet. She's the one who came up with the idea. She said she loves making paper beads. And then I'm like, let's make paper beads. So it's because of Tank that we're making paper beads on Sunday. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is what Tank says. Just supply list for beads. Toothpicks or skewers, exactly. Or you can use a paper bead roller, which I have, and I need to find my paper bead rollers. But you can use a skewer or you can use a toothpick, exactly. Glue, paper, colorful, like magazines. You can use your magazines. You can use, if you do any jelly printing, you can use the jelly printing. Get your washi tape out. I'm going to show you how to do some stuff with washi tape for them. You can use book pages. You can use music note pages. You can use any of my printables out of my store. If you bought any of my printables, you can use those. You can use scrapbook paper, not the thick cardstock, but the one that's thinner. And you'll need some glue. You can either use Mod Podge glue, you can use a glue stick, and scissors. That's it. Thank you, Tank. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sweetie. Thank you for the idea, and thank you for the list. Okay. Yeah, so thank you, Tank, for giving that supply list for Saturday. Okay. Hey, Mama J, welcome in. Okay, Mama J says she is listening while working in. Sounds good. Okay. Oh, good. Tank says she has a box of fat quarters. Awesome, girl. Ciro says gas here in Pennsylvania is up $4 plus our state has 50-cent tax. They use it for the the SH roads. It's absurd. Yes, Margaret G says you can use Velcro or a snap to put the flower on the hat. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, VJ just said, I just filled my tank for $54 in the Midwest with a mid-size car. WTH. Exactly, girl. Exactly. What the hell is going on? Elizabeth says, Angie, you have so much energy to skate. Girl, I'm hurting right now, though. My knees are so sore from this. I'm just getting my body back into skating shape. So I'm getting ready to take everything outside to the patio and enjoy the sunshine. Oh, good. Dawn said she's getting ready to take everything outside to the patio and enjoy the sunshine. Sounds good. Okay. Hey, Jeanette. Jeanette, welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. Oh, that's nice, Dawn. Dawn says, I'm so happy you're skating again. You inspire me to get out in the actual world. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, Redneck, I would like the gas to be 99 cents a gallon too. Okay. All right, so hey Donia, welcome in. She says, I am fine, still settling into our temporary home. I saw that you had moved. Girl, I know that is a big job. I'm glad you're getting settled in. Oh my goodness. Okay, and you know what? Do I have a ruler in here? I don't know. I usually... All right, let me see. I don't have a ruler, but I think I do have a ruler. Where is my... In my project bag, I should have a piece of tape measure. Let me see if I can... Yeah, here we go. All right, thank goodness for the yarn bag. I think I have all my rulers in my art room, which I don't know why I don't have one here in my craft room. That's kind of stupid. All right, doesn't matter. I got a tape measure. Just so I can tell you about what these squares are going to be, okay? So, and I don't cut them all the way down. I rip it. So cut them to where you want your flower, and I'm going to tell. I'll give you a measurement here in just a second. And this is to make large flowers. Okay. So make strips if you want to make the larger flowers. So your squares are going to, this is what's going to determine how big your flower is, your base. Okay, so I'm using one of those large round circles that I showed you. Now your fabric, you're going to make pretty big squares. So you're going to make strips of about 4 inches wide. Okay, so about 4 by 4. Yeah, about 4 by 4. So what I like to do is I like to take and I like to fold it like this. And then fold it like this. Make it a little bit so I can get 2 of them out of here. So I'm making myself a little pile of like 4 by 4 squares. Approximately. Does it have to be perfect 4 by 4 squares? No. Right around there. And save your scraps because you can do other stuff with this. Let me see if I can, no, I can't get another square. But save your scraps because you can always do stuff with those scraps. All right, let's make some more. And then I kind of just, after I get my first set of squares like this, I kind of go like this just to measure. So I have an idea. And then rip again. Okay, so now we have another long 4 by 4 strip, right? Okay, so just to kind of measure what I did before, just to kind of see, make sure I have kind of around the same size squares. And then I just fold it like this, and then I can just cut a bunch of squares like this. Okay. Okay. So now we have a bunch of squares. Okay. So now I have a whole pile of squares. So then what we're going to do is take our round base that we made, and let me put this away. We don't need that anymore. All right. Let's see if we need to come down just a little bit more. Oh, you guys are seeing good. Okay. Let me get some water. All right. So what you want to do is you want to take your square and see how you want to fold it. like that. Okay. I'm just looking at my monitor to see what you guys are seeing. So you want to fold it like that, and then you want to fold it like that. Okay. Then you want to take your hot glue, and you just want to put one little hot glue right there. Okay. Then you want to take your, thank you, sweet Donia. We're going to celebrate you in just a second. Thank you, sweetie. And then you want to take and just put one little thing on the back at the corner right there. Right on the back. And then about right here on your circle, because you're going to lay them all the way around. And then we're going to lay a second layer of these petals. Okay. Let's celebrate Donia. Thank you so much, sweet Donia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's play some music for Donia. Thank you, Donia, you little sweetie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woohoo! Thank you so much. I totally appreciate it. Okay, so let me keep showing you this. It's the same thing over and over and over. So you take this, you fold it like that. Okay. So you have 2 points right there. Then you fold it again. And there we go. I'm just looking at my monitor to see, make sure what you guys are seeing. Okay. Then you want to open it up a little bit right here in the little point. Put a little glue there. Turn it over and put glue on the other side of that point. Okay. And use the spatula that I kept talking about instead of using your finger before I burn myself. Again, take your square, fold it like this. Okay, fold it again. Put a little glue right there, right here in the corner. Turn it over to that same point, put some more glue, put it down. You just keep doing the same thing. Excuse my nails. I redid them so they look nice, but I haven't polished them yet, so I'm getting there. Okay, again, so you want to take, just to get more clear, you want to take this point here and just fold it over like that. So you have 2 points right there. And then you just want to take that and go like that. And it may look a little weird right now, but once you start doing it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I got it. And if not, just come back to this video. And I put in the title, yarn party, but I put herbs and fabric flowers so that if you need to go back, you can find this video. And I'll start doing that. Whatever I'm going to put in the video, I will put it in the title. I probably need to put stomach medicine or stomach herbs. I'll go back and put stomach herbs. So just so you know, so when you go back, you can find the videos. Okay. Okay. I'm just reading the chat a little bit while I'm doing this. Okay, so again, that, and then fold again. There we go. All right, now we've gotten to this point here where we filled everything up. Hey, Kimberly S., welcome in. Okay. Okay, so now we have this, okay? And then let me read something. Kimberly S. said, she says, I kind of miss when you used to go live on your own and then add girls and just chat. I can't get the hang of this new live schedule. Well, this live has always just been me and you guys. I've never had people come up onto the panel. That was on Wednesdays. So now we're just adding some different things in. People had said that they wanted to learn about herbs, so I added this into here. And then also we had talked about with the Yarny Fiber Sisters doing fabric flowers. And since I'm not with them anymore, I still said I would do them. So I just thought that I would do that during a live, these fabric flowers. So that's what we're doing for today. Okay, so now we got one row of the, and the reason we're doing the fabric flowers is these flowers are great for your knitting and crochet projects. You may have a jacket, a sweater, a cardigan. You may have a little girl's dress. You may have a hat. You may have a bag, and now you have these flowers. Or you may also want to do project bags, purses, and now you can have a real pretty flower to put on there. Okay, so oh, real quick too, on Sunday, the other thing is to make the boho bead flowers, you need straws and toothpicks. So add that to your list. Straws and toothpicks. In fact, you know what I think I'll do is I'll make hopefully I can remember to do this, make a quick short to tell you what you guys need for the flower, for the bead making, so that everybody is kind of on board. So there we go. And so the reason I'm doing this too with the flowers is it's just kind of nice to have a nice bowl of flowers. So when you have a project that you need a flower for, you just go to your bowl of flowers to put on your projects. Okay, so now this is the second row. So we did one row first. Now we're doing a second row. So that's going to go right over this one. We're going to have to cut some more squares here in a second. And then some go on the back. So now we're doing our second row of flowers. I know, you guys, there's been a lot of changes in the YouTube world with the lives and everything, but we're getting it down. And there's always going to be changes. You know, people's lives change, things change. So we kind of have to roll with it. And sometimes when you change things, sometimes it's for the better for you, for people. Sometimes it's not, but like I said, we just got to kind of roll with the changes. Change isn't always fun, but it's needed sometimes. Okay, so now I'm going to, I got to make some more squares because we're out of squares. There we go. So these strips I'm making are probably about 4 inches wide, approximately. So how I do it is I go like this. These are about 4 inches wide, these strips, and then I fold them like this to make a bunch of squares. So right now I'm just making a bunch more. All right. So before I ever throw away a blouse or a skirt or give, I don't usually throw them away. I usually, you know, take them to the Goodwill. I look for it and see if I want to use it as fabric first. That's why I've ended up with way too much fabric. I probably have more yarn. I say I have probably just as much fabric, but now I have more yarn. Okay. Okay. And as content creators, we're always trying to give you guys just more, you know, different things to do so that people don't get bored. So we're not always talking and doing the same things, plus inspiring you, giving you new ideas, new things to do. And also it's important to do not something that's maybe knitting or crochet related, but do something a little bit different, because I think Crystal Bag O'Day was talking about burnout. And I think that's how you get burned out, when you're just doing the same thing all the time. So have an afternoon of fabric making. It's probably going to make your knitting or your crochet better, because you're going to have less chances of getting burnout because you're doing something a little bit different. But you're making flowers for your knitted or crochet projects. So, okay, so now we have two rows, and look at that. Isn't that flower gorgeous? Now it's really big. For those who just came in, let me tell you why this one's so big. You can make different sizes. These are, this right here is off one of these spools where like trims come, you know, they come on a spool and this thing is glued on top. Okay, like that. I ripped these off of those. Okay, and so go through your trims and you can, this is how you can get your circles. So I have 3 different size circles that I've ripped off of these little things of trim. Okay, this is a large one. So this is the big, this will make a jumbo flower. This is another one, another size circle, and then this smaller one. And these are your bases, and you make your bases out of felt. So I took these and I went like this, drew around it, cut these out, and these are my base. Okay, if you don't have felt, you can also use cardstock. Okay, so that's what we're gluing all of those fabrics to. So now we're here and we have a nice shabby flower, but see how nice and shabby it is? So this is why you probably don't want to run it through the washing machine, because this flower being so shabby, it might just get too shabby in the washing machine. Plus we're going to do some other things to it also. So this is where you might want to take your Velcro and hot glue your Velcro onto the bottom of here. Like, I'm trying to think. I guess hot glue the bottom of the Velcro to whatever you're like, to a dress, a bag, whatever you're going to make, the hat, and then put the other piece of Velcro, hot glue it onto here, and then that way. And maybe you want to use fabric glue. That's probably what you want to use, not hot glue. Fabric glue, I believe, to glue the Velcro. Yeah, that's what I would do. Take your Velcro off the bottom of here. I believe this will work better. Use fabric glue on here. Glue that onto the back of here like that, okay, with fabric glue. I wouldn't trust just the glue that's on here, okay? And then take this, the other part, and glue this on with fabric glue onto whatever, a dress, a jacket, a hat. And then that way, because the fabric glue is washable, okay? And I think that's going to work out a lot better. And then you'll be able to take your flower off before you wash it, okay? So yeah, I think that's what's going to work for that. All right, so before I go on, let me check the chat and see what you guys are saying. Oh yeah, Adrian said she has a collection of bandanas she could do this with. That'd be fabulous. Margie says she's getting back into planning. Awesome, girl. I love planning. I love decorating my planner. Yes, Margie says that's why I also do paper crafting as well as my crocheting. Exactly. I think when we do the same thing over and over, that's when we get into burnout. So it is nice to be able to have a couple of different crafts or art that you do. Thank you, Margaret G. Thank you, Rosie. Yeah, Adrian said she can't just do one thing all the time. Yes, Tank wants to know, did I ever get my mullein for my tea? Yes, you know what? In fact, I made a mullein tincture, and I've been taking it, and it has helped me out so much. So, yes, Kimberly S says she's loving the herbal information. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Elizabeth. She says gorgeous flower. Thank you. Thank you, Rita Pacheco. She says, Angie, don't worry about it because you have to do what you have to do. We still love you. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Maribel's Hope. She says, we all have lives outside of YouTube. I'm grateful for the time you are able to share with us. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. Okay, I'm just reading the chat real quick. Yes, I do. I wish the same thing, Adrian. She says, sorry to everyone dealing with inner or outer pain or both. I wish none of us had medical issues. Exactly. Sending out positive healing energy to everyone. Oh, that sounds cool. VT Redneck says, I learned how to do my nails during COVID. It was my sober activity. I prefer powder dips for art. I do stickers to get basic nails done once at the salon. Awesome, girl. Yeah, Tank says that cardstock is too heavy. Yeah, you definitely want paper that's on the, you know, just a regular nice thin type of paper, like magazine paper, you know, thin. You want something like that, just not cardstock, so that you can bend it. But I heard a girl say that she used cardstock for her beads. I was like, if I don't know how she did that, but maybe she used the bead roller. I have these bead rollers, and I better find them. They're somewhere in either in here in my craft room, or it's in my art room. I need to find them. I bought them and I never used them. Isn't that a shame? I was making beads, and by the time those bead roller little things came in, then I stopped making beads. So anyway. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Elizabeth, you little sweetie. Okay, so this is where we're at with the flower. Okay, so next, let me show you what we're going to do. Now, this part right here, you do not have to do this part that I'm going to show you. Let me just show you, and then I'll explain it. Sometimes it's easier to show than to keep talking. Okay, now this is one thing I like to use. You don't have to use these, but I love using these. I have these rosettes. You can get now. Okay, I bought this big thing from a flea market. Okay, but you can buy these, and they'll be on these type of rolls. The ones I showed you, like this. These, they're called rosettes, and they'll come on one of these rolls, like this. Okay, at Hobby Lobby. You can buy a whole roll of rosettes. Okay, so that's where I would get these rosettes from. And I would get white because then you can dye them whatever color you want to dye them. Okay, so this is a whole, but I got this thing, I got lucky and found this at a thrift store. So this is white, so I can dye it whatever. I took some green tea, like green tea bags. I took like 6 of them, put them in a hot bowl of water, and then look at the difference. And I dyed them. And it just gives a really pretty champagne color. So this is what it was originally, and then that's from the tea. So it just gives it, when you use green tea, it's different. It gives you like a champagne color. Now, if I use black tea, it would go a little bit darker than that, but I just wanted to make a little champagne color because this color goes with a lot of stuff. I could also dye these with avocado skins, and it'll be a little bit of a pink hue, and they'll turn them in pink. So you need these rosettes for this technique. I'll show you something else you can do if you don't have rosettes, okay? But I would get these rosettes if you can get these, and they're at Hobby Lobby. Trim off all the excess little stuff. Okay. So here is the rosette. Okay. And if your rosettes are a little bigger, that's fine. They don't have to be the same exact size. And then what colors are we dealing with? What do I want to use? So what I like to do is at this point, you could just take this rosette, you can put that right in the middle, and look how pretty that makes the flower. Isn't that pretty? Or you can take there's so many different colors in here that I can use. So I'm just trying to think what I want to do. Just a second. Okay, there's pink, there's purples in here. Okay, I got this Fun Fur. They had this at Dollar Tree at one time, you guys. Isn't that amazing? I bought tons of it because I'm like $1 for Fun Fur or eyelash trim or Fun Fur. I was like, yes, ma'am. So you can also, so instead of taking this rosette in the middle, you could also take this Fun Fur and kind of gather it all up like this. Take some hot glue, put the hot glue there, and put that in the middle there. You're just trying to get yourself like a little nest in the middle because you're going to put a little stone there. So you could also do that, okay, if you don't have a rosette. So at this point, you could put the rosette in there, hot glue that rosette in there like that. We're going to add more to it, but I'm just showing a simple way of doing this. And then take, where are my, oh, here they are. Then you want some type of broken earrings, any type of broken jewelry for flower centers, okay? And I got these little flower centers from Hobby Lobby. I got these all from Hobby Lobby during the clearance. So I just, when I kept finding these, I just kept buying them because they were 99 cents instead of $3.99. These are all great for flower centers, or any broken bits of jewelry that you have would be excellent flower centers also, okay? So there's that one, and then you can just take hot glue and put that right there in the center, right there, okay? And that makes for a really pretty flower center. Everything has to be hot glued in. Okay. Do I want that or do I want this pearl? You might want this pearl or the diamond. Let me just see what I want to do. This has some stuff on the back that needs to get cut off. There we go. Thank goodness for Tim Holtz scissors. Those things cut through anything. We could also use that as a flower center. See? Oh, I think I like this better. Yeah, so we're going to use that. See? All right, so let me put these away for now. So I could hot glue all that together, but we're going to get fancier. Okay, so you could just stop there, or you could get fancier. And I'm going to show you how to get fancier with the with it. So let me just see what I want to add. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to take this eyelash trim. You could even use yarn for what I'm doing. Use yarn. Yarn would be really pretty too. I don't know why I didn't grab yarn for this. Okay, so we want to, this would be really good for like a purse, like the front of a purse that you're gonna make, or a tote. That's where this would be excellent for. You take that, you put that in the center right there. Okay, I might do this twice. This adds a lot of drama to your flowers. And like I said, it's great for the front of bags or purses. Okay, so I just did 2 of those. Then I have some pearls here. You can buy, now this is a big bunch of it, I know, but I got this at that same flea market. You can buy it on a spool anywhere. Hobby Lobby is really the best place, I think, to buy a lot of this kind of stuff I'm using, because it goes on 40% off every couple of weeks. Okay, so we're going to use this pearl trim. Okay. We're getting fancy, you guys. We are getting fancy. What else do I want to add to this? Let's see. I'm just looking to see what colors I have in this flower. This flower has so many colors in it. Just see what else I want to add to it. I already have one of those already all done. Oh, I have some white here. Okay. Also, I have some white fun fur, so we'll add that in here. I bought all this fun fur about 5 years ago, or the eyelash trim, not fun fur. It's really eyelash trim. See, I bought this about 3 or 4 years ago, I think. They had it real dirt cheap. Okay, so we put all that on here, right? And where is my, okay, there's this. Because we're going to need it really quickly. These would also be great to use in the center as flower centers. And I got these. I didn't spend $2.99. I got them on clearance at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so you want to take your glue, your hot glue. Take these away for a second. You want to pile that middle with a bunch of hot glue. Like that. Put these back down. And make sure that you're getting all that down. Okay. That's why it's important to use one of these type of spatulas, because then nothing sticks to it. What is this called? This rubbery type of stuff, but it's the non-stick, whatever that's called. All right, so that's what this looks like. So now you have all of this, okay? Then it looks kind of ugly right now, but it's not going to. Then you want to take your little rosette, hot glue, and put that in the center. Now, this whole part of adding the adding all this stuff here, you can skip that part if you want. You don't have to add all that. But it looks really pretty from a bag if you have all this stuff hanging from it. See? You know what? I feel like, just one second. I feel like I want to add, I'm taking that rosette off. I feel like I want to add something else. People are like, of course you want to add something else, Angela. Wouldn't be you if you didn't want to add more. Just a second. Let me see if I want to add, I have some of this gold eyelash trim. Let's see if I want to add that. That's going to look too garish. No, actually, that's exactly what I needed. Okay. In my opinion. You always do what you want to do for yourself. Like anything I do. You just do what feels right to you, what works for you, what you like. There we go. Now I like it better. So now, where's that little rosette I had? Here it is. So now I put some hot glue on the bottom of that rosette, and I'm going to put that now in the center. Okay, and then we have our little flower center. And like I said, for flower centers, you can just go into your jewelry if you have some broken earrings, a broken necklace, little broken bits, and use that. But when especially when you see it on clearance, and the stuff I was showing you, when you see it on clearance, pick those type of things up when you can get them dirt cheap. Now I'm always like, oh, I got to get that. That'll be a great flower center. Oh, I got to get that. That'll be a great flower center. So I usually have a ton of this type of stuff around for flower centers. Flower centers. Okay, just a second. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm just trying to get this situated so I can look at it. Ooh, pretty. And there we go. Let me see what you guys are seeing. Isn't that pretty? And then that's going to hang like that. So from a bag, this is really, really pretty. So like I said, if you're going to make a flower like this and you want to put this on something else, like some garment, and you don't want all this fringy stuff, then don't add this. Skip this part and just do the flower, maybe the rosette and the little flower center jewelry bit. Okay, there we go. I want to mix up the gold and the pearls a little bit. There we go. So that looks prettier. There we go. All right, there we go. Let me see what people are saying, and then we'll make another one. Thanks, Elizabeth. She says stunning. Thank you. C-Rose says gorgeous. Dark Sky says pretty. Rosie says beautiful. Thank you, guys. Maribel says beautiful. Aisha says beautiful. Thank you, guys. Oh, that would be a pretty barrette. Adrian, I never thought about making them into barrettes. Yes, Kimberly says she likes this for to use for the hot glue. This is great. This will save your fingers. This thing is great. Oh, bye, Rita Pacheco. We're gonna at about 12:30, guys, we're gonna do the giveaway. So in about a half an hour, we'll make a couple more flowers. Silicone, that's what it meant. Silicone spatulas. Thank you for that. Thank you. Who said that? Maribel. And so did Tank. Yes, silicone. That's what you want. A silicone spatula for the hot glue. Whenever you're using hot glue. I have these in my craft room and my art room. Margie says she's going to definitely watch the replay. Yeah, you know what? And that's a good thing. It's a good thing just to kind of watch somebody do it first and then start trying to make it, because then you kind of get the idea going in your head and then you can try it. C Rose says, OMG, Angie, I love all the goodies for the flower. Aren't they fun? I know. I love it. Elizabeth says, Angie, we love this kind of drama. Tank says, one more thing for the beads, you'll need a straight edge. It will help to keep the right size beads. Oh, okay. You know what I do when I slice my papers? I use a paper slicer. So that's how I keep my beads all the same, by using a paper slicer. But you're right, you're going to need a straight edge to to cut the paper to the same size. So your beads are kind of similar. I'm just sitting here, you know, I'm going to write this down so I can make a master list for Sunday. Straight edge or a paper slicer. I use a paper slicer, and that's how I trim up all my papers. All right, so I'm glad I'm writing these notes down for so look on my, you know what I'll do is I'll do a I'll put it on my community tab. That's what I'll do. Okay. Oh yes, that's another good flower center. Beautiful buttons would be great flower centers. Perfect. Even just a plain old button would be a great flower center. So yeah, buttons are perfect too. Keep your mind open, always open, because you can use so many things for all of this. Thank you, Donia, you little sweetie. And like I said, I don't know why I didn't get yarn. This would be fabulous to use yarn, you guys, for your fringy stuff. Yarn would be perfect. Oh, good. Margie says, I probably will have an updated room tour video ready, uploaded by Monday. I'm almost done organizing my supplies. I just need one more thing. I should be done. Awesome. Thank you, Dark Sky, for letting Darcia know about when I go live. Thank you, sweetie. Elizabeth says, very cute. Thank you. Yes, Margaret G said she has a billion buttons she would use for the middle. Perfect. Also buttons, and also you can use, if you have some like, you know, the fake rhinestones, you can use some rhinestones and put those in the middle too. Darcia says, I thought Angie didn't come on the Sundays. Well, I missed a lot. Oh no, I do Angie's art party on Sundays, 2:00 p.m. Pacific. Ciro says, I just love the flower, Angie. It's stunning and a large way. I like them. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, the Knit Picks catalog would be great for the beads because they're very colorful. It'd make a great bead. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Hey, Proverbs, aka Jeannie. Welcome in. Tink says, yes, but the majority of us don't have all those fancy, smancy paper slicers. Girl, I know. You know what you can get, though, from Dollar Tree? Get them, go to the stationery section, get the metal rulers. They have them right now at Dollar Tree, and those metal rulers have a nice little sharp edge on them, and you can cut your paper really easily with that metal ruler. So I will do both. I'll slice up some of the papers on Sunday and also use that metal ruler. But let me write that down, because a metal ruler is excellent for taking the paper up against the metal ruler and being able to tear that paper straight. Metal ruler. Oh, I need to check my speaker. Okay. Just a second, guys. Let me check my speaker real quick. Okay. I think that, tell me if that's better. Hopefully I switched it. Is that better, you guys? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Okay, I'm good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dark Sky. Rosie says, Angie, one day, can you show us how do you do your nails? I have a bunch, but they fall off after a couple of days. Thanks a bunch. Oh, you're sweet, Rosie. Yeah, you know, I'll do a video because I've been asked that several times. So I will do a video on how I do my nails. And Proverbs 31. Yeah, I welcomed you in, girl. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you, guys. Everyone's saying pretty, gorgeous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. C Rose, thank you. Dark Sky, Rosie, Maribel, Aisha, thank you, guys. Okay. Okay, great. All right, so we got this one right here. How pretty. I love it. This is my favorite fabric too. I love this fabric. It's gorgeous. Okay, so that's pretty. Let's do another one. Let's do a purple. We'll do a mixture of purple and pink. So we'll satisfy me and we'll satisfy the purple girls. So I have this purple fabric and I have this pink fabric. So we're going to intermix these two. Let me put some of this stuff back in my baskets down here until I need it, and that'll give me room to work. Okay, where does this go? This goes over there. I got little strings everywhere. Get rid of these strings. All right. Let me put this fabric back in here. Just a second, guys. Just reorganizing myself a little bit so I have room for everything. And these beads can go back down here. Okay. And that can go back over there. All right. So we're going to make our strips, about our 4-inch strips for our jumbo flowers. And I'm telling you, the best way to get fabric, you get a bunch of it, is sheets. Go to your thrift stores and buy sheets. And you can get so much good fabric that way. This might have been a sheet. I think it was a sheet. I think it was a sheet. All right. So this is about 4 inches. Did I measure it? No. And this is about 4 inches right there. So let's make our little squares. So I just keep folding them up, and it's just a quick way of making a bunch of squares. You can only fold it so many times though before it's too thick to cut. So you'll get the hang of it as you do it. Okay, let's make some more squares. Next week, I think I'll show you guys how to make a fairy. These fairy flowers. They're so pretty and they're so cute. They're great for anything, but they'd be great for a little girl's dress. Okay, so now we have the purple squares. Now let's do the pink ones. So now I got our pink fabric. This was also a sheet. See the hem on it? See, that was a sheet. Just to kind of match up to what I did before, I'm just going to just put this like this so I can make approximately the same size squares. So there we go. Okay. We might need to make one more of these. I'm just using that same one to measure a little bit just so I can be approximately the same. Okay. So let me just fold this fabric up and put this to the side. Okay. And then, of course, you guys, we can always, this gives you an excuse to buy those fat quarters at Dollar Tree to make fabric flowers. And then also, I thought I will show you guys how I make my, we'll do a live where I show you how I make my project bags for knitting or crocheting. And the bags can also be purses. So, and they'll be great for, to give to as gifts to like a yarny friend, or as a purse too. You can give them as gifts to anybody. But for us, we can use them for project bags. And then we'll use these flowers to help decorate them. So you guys want to learn how to make my project bags out of tote bags? So they're no-sew project bags. We'll do that on a live after we're done making flowers. Okay, so we have our pile of pink squares and our pile of purple squares. And then remember, we did a bunch of circles. Remember? So now let's cut out another circle. And like I said, if you don't have felt, you can also use cardstock. Shoot, you could probably use a piece of printer paper, but I would use cardstock, or I would use felt. And I like using felt. I don't know, I'm using fabric, so I've done that when I didn't have any cardstock. I've used when I didn't have any felt, I used cardstock. Or you could even use a cereal box. There you go. There's another one. If you don't have cardstock, get a cereal box or a tissue box. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. You guys, you know what? I'll be right back. I need to go grab my I need to go. Do I have enough pink? I probably have enough pink. I need to go grab my other iPad because this one's a goner. I'm gonna go grab my husband's. I'll be right back. So if the moderators could just hold the house down, I'll be back. Oh, plus I need to get up for a second. Oh, I'm glad I got up. My legs were stiff. Oh, I'm glad I got up. All right, be right back, guys. Oh, my legs. All right, you guys. Sorry, I'm back. I had to get my other iPad. Let me bring you guys up on my other iPad. Just a second, and then we'll start again. We'll make this flower here with our purple and pink. Okay. Let's also check the let me also check the sound. All right, sound works. All right, great. Now I got you guys back up on the iPad. All right. let's begin. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do every other one. I think that'll be pretty. So here's your square. Let me go slowly instead of going like a bat out of you know what. Fold them up so you have 2 points. Just looking at my iPad real quick. So 1 second, guys. Just want to see what you guys are seeing. Okay. And then fold this up again. Hot glue. And then hot glue there. Then put this down. And where is my spatula? There it is. So let's do every other one. That's going to be pretty. So here's my pink. It's like a mauvey pink. It's pretty. And then your square, fold it up, 2 points. Then take it and fold it up again. Put a little glue right in there and then on the outside. Oh, this is going to be a pretty flower doing every other one. Purple, pink, purple, pink. Pretty. I know my purple lovers are like, girl, you should just do all purple. I know, but you guys know I love pink, so. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. This is some exciting news. At least it's exciting to me. Temu, T-E-M-U. I did one order from them a couple months ago, and I've been wanting to order ever since because I love their stuff. I'm sure you guys have all been like seeing all these Temu things. So Temu contacted me and asked if I wanted to collab, and of course I do. So they had me let me choose a bunch of stuff. So I chose it, and it's coming soon, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm talking purses, clothes, shoes, makeup, jewelry, so much stuff. Now I had to choose from their list of stuff. I couldn't just choose anything, but they had a huge list. Or I would have chosen crochet hooks and stuff. But I'm going to do an order myself, and I'm going to order a bunch of crochet hooks because they got some gorgeous crochet hook sets. But anyway, so I picked out a bunch of stuff. I am so excited. So in the next week or two, that box of stuff should be coming. So I'm going to do, I'll be doing a video for Temu. And you know how people always say, not sponsored. Well, this time I can say sponsored. I'm excited. It's my first time. I've only been sponsored once. I did one other one before, but this is my first pretty big one where, oh my gosh, I can't believe all the stuff I got to order. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. So that'll be coming in a few weeks, a week or two, something like that. I'm so excited. That Temu, their stuff, their products are nice. The prices are insanely good, and the products are really nice. I ordered a bunch of scarves for, you know, how I tie the bows in my hair. And I, what else did I order? Oh, and I ordered a bunch of belts the first time I ordered, and everything was wonderful. So I am excited. There's a purse called the tote bag, and I guess Marc Jacobs was the one who first came out with it, and so they did a dupe of it. So I got that Marc Jacobs bag. So much stuff. It's just, I'm excited. So that'll be a big Temu haul video. They want me to do it in 2 different videos, so I'll be doing 2 different videos with that. Another thing I want to do with Temu, now this one won't be sponsored. I'll be paying for it myself, but they have a bunch for girls who love pink girly stuff. They have a ton of pink everything, purses, bags, makeup, whatever it is in pink. So I wanted to do an all pink girly Temu haul. So, and that's that stuff I'm going to buy on my own, but I went ahead and put it in my basket. And in the next couple of days, I'm going to order that and do that. That'll be fun. And in that basket, I have the crochet hook, some crochet hook sets for giveaways. So I'm going to order those also. Bag O'Day, she ordered a yarn from there, and she didn't like the yarn. The yarn looked cheesy. Has anybody in the chat, have you guys ordered the yarn from Temu? It did look cheesy. That's why I didn't order the yarn. I was like, I don't know, that yarn don't look too good. There was only one type of yarn that she thought that was nice, but she said she would never order from them. Plus, like I said, when I looked on there, I didn't think the yarn looked that great. But everything else, beautiful. I love Temu. Absolutely love it. Which is fine. You can't be a fan of everything a store sells. So, but most of the stuff on there looks really good. And the stuff I ordered was great. Okay, so we've gone into our second layer. I didn't even say anything. Sorry. But we did one layer, and now we're finishing up the second layer. Has anybody in the chat ordered from Temu at all? Wait a minute. You know what? I need a purple there. Wait, is this purple? What is this? Oh, yeah, it's purple. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. So let me just do this last one, and then I'll check the chat. And in about 15 minutes, we're going to have the giveaway. So, and then we're going to make a fairy raid over to VJ's house, like we do every Friday. Wait, that needs to go. I don't like how that one turned out. Let's do this one again. All right. We'll do one more purple right there. And this is more of a violet color, not like a deep purple. So as you guys, it's like a lavender purple. Okay. So again, we have all of this. Look how nice and fluffy that is. Okay. I love it. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so let me check chat, and then, well, before I check chat, let me get a rosette out. I'm trying to think what I want to use for a rosette. If I want to use the champagne or the white ones. Let me see what the champagne will be good. Let me cut one of these rosettes off of here. I do need to go to Hobby Lobby when they have their 40 or 50% off in the trim section to buy some more rosettes, because I've been making flowers, but I'd like to get some other rosettes. They have some other ones there. But I also can color these anywhere, a color I want to, but they have some really pretty rosettes. So again, you don't have to add all that fancy stuff. At this point, if you want, you could put your rosette on there. And this would have been really pretty if I would have dyed this pink. But this is fine. This champagne color looks pretty. But this would have been pretty if I dyed this pink. Or use my sprays and sprayed it pink. Well, if you're going to wash it, you need to make sure it's washable. So, anyway. But I wish I would have dyed. I could have dyed this also with avocado skins, and use a little vinegar, and that would have made it permanent. That'd have been pretty too. But the champagne color looks pretty on there. So you could stop right there, put that rosette. You don't even need to put a flower center. You could just stop right here. Just like that. Look how pretty that is. And then let's see about the flower center. Okay, I don't like that. Let's see. I want to do like a pearl of some sort. Oh, big, you know, like your big pearl beads. That would be pretty too. Or any of your really big beads. That could be really pretty too. Or medium-sized beads. I think I might use that right there. It has a pearl and a piece of gold in it. Let's see. Let's see how this is going to look. Where's my Tim Holtz scissors? Cut this little thing off the back. Cut that off. Put that in the center. Oh, that's pretty. See? And you can just go like that. Isn't that pretty? But we're going to add drama to this, of course. And we're going to add all those fringes, okay? But before I add the fringe, all that fringy stuff, let me check the chat. See, Rose says, poor Angie's legs. I know, but it's okay. They're getting better. Elizabeth says, Angie, my Dollar Tree doesn't sell tacky Eileen's glue anymore. You know what? Mine wasn't selling it for a while either, but now it got it back in. It's just not as plentiful as it was. So keep checking back every time you go. They might have it back in there. Mine didn't have it for a while either, and then all of a sudden it's back in now. Thank goodness. Oh, okay, perfect. Darcia says, I use a rolling cutter. It's easier. Perfect. So I think when she cuts her fabric, she uses a fabric roller, which would be awesome. Okay. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Darcia. Okay. All right. So next. Okay, let's see what I have for fun fur. So we'll definitely use, this is not fun fur. This is eyelash trim. Is there a difference between fun fur and eyelash trim? To me, this is more like eyelash trim. See? The fun fur you can actually knit or crochet with, but this fun fur, I probably wouldn't. I don't know. You probably can. You can do whatever you want. All right. Let's start getting this trimmed up here. I couldn't believe they had this fun fur at Dollar Tree a few years ago. And they had it for like 6 months. They had so much of it. It was always, and it was everywhere because people would unroll it and ridiculousness. Okay, I have this other fun fur I think could be really pretty. Let me show you. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I bought this for, I didn't buy this at Dollar Tree. I bought it, where did I buy this at? I don't know where I bought it at. Oh, it's Yarn Bee. I bought it at Hobby Lobby for $4.19. Okay, this could be pretty. It's kind of like pink, but then it's kind of like purple, so it's kind of in between both. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty. Yeah, they call this eyelash trim. I just looked at the package. Maybe if I read the direction or read the package, I would know what it's called. Okay, so. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, so I like that. What else do we got? Oh, we're gonna use some pink beads. So then I have some pink beads. And I like to get these beads at Hobby Lobby when it's 40 or 50% off. Do I want to use these or do I want to use, oh yes I do. These beads are kind of big, so I was thinking, do I want to use a little bit thinner beads? But no, I like it. And we might want to use some white eyelash trim. Let me see if I want to use some white or not. Yeah, we'll use some white just to bulk this up a little bit more. There's that, and let's do it one more time. All right, so we got all that. Let me throw all this back in my bag down here, my little basket, and bring this back to a reasonable place for you guys to look at. Let me see how I want to organize all of my fringe. Okay, so we want to take the hot glue. This is going to be enough right here. Yeah, put a bunch of hot glue in the center, just a whole bunch, a mishmash of hot glue. And smash all of that into the hot glue with this. Is that a term? Smush. There we go. Okay. Then, is that all glued in? Yeah. Let's take our little rosette here. Put some hot glue on the back of the rosette. Now there'll be a run at Hobby Lobby on these little rosettes. I don't know what happened to all the rosettes, but everyone's buying them all. We want to make flowers. Like I said, you don't have to have the rosette for the center. You can just put just the flower center, like just put this down, like this down, but it seems like it needs a little nest of like something, of fibers. So you can take like a bunch of this eyelash trim, or even maybe a bunch of yarn, and scrunch it up like this, and then put that all into the middle of the flower and use that as your little nest. See? Use that as your little nest, and then put your flower center on top of that. It kind of seems like you need a little nest of something to do that. Okay, you know what? I'm not seeing the chat. Let me just refresh. There we go. There we go. I had to refresh. Okay, so there we go. Is that in the center? Yeah. Need to trim this up a little bit. I need scissors in here. Let's see if I can trim it. Oh, I got it with this. All right. So now let's take our little flower center. This one here, put a little hot glue on there. I remember the first sign I bought for my craft room when I was creating my craft room a long time ago. I bought this sign from Hobby Lobby, and it says, happiness is a hot glue gun. I was like, I agree. It's one of my favorite craft tools in this whole room. My hot glue gun. I love it. Instant gratification, instant adhesion. It's not for everything, but it's for a lot of things. And then look. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then you can kind of go like this to get it kind of fluffed up. There we go. Let me let you see the sides of it. And I love the shabbiness of it all. There we go. That looks better now that it's just more fluffed. Yeah, just looking, I was looking at my monitor. Sorry, I get silent sometimes. I'm looking at my monitor to see what you guys are seeing. And then here's all of the beautiful fringy, trimmy stuff. We'll call it fringe. All the beautiful fringe. Isn't that fringe gorgeous? All that mixed together. I love it. It'd be so pretty on a purse, on a bag. Gorgeous with that trim. But like I said, if you don't want the trim, don't add that part and just put your rosette on here. And then put your flower center. Okay, so there's another one. So now we have these two. I probably would have made more by now, but we didn't. Let's try to make just one more. One more. And then we'll have the giveaway. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat too. So we have these two so far. Pretty. Big old flowers. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Ciro says, I have a roll of that trim. It's hiding on me. Elizabeth said, that's my favorite. Adrian says, beautiful. Thank you, guys. Hey, EJ's daughter, welcome in. Rosie says, absolutely beautiful, Angie. I'm going to have to put an order in. You know what? I want to say something to you guys. These would be fabulous. They're fabulous as gifts. I cannot tell you when I used to belong to a community where we did stuff like this, or where we did we altered tote bags with laces and trims and doilies and all that, and made these handmade flowers, fabric flowers, and I would give my friends 10 of these as a gift. What a great gift, you guys. A big bunch of beautiful flowers. So, gorgeous gift for your crafty friends or for your knitters or crocheters. They'll love them. Thank you, EJ's daughter. No, it's only 2 layers. It looks like 3 layers, but it's only 2 layers. Okay. Okay. Hey, Yarnworks by Lydia. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh yes, you can put CC down, you guys, and the moderators will drop your link. Sorry about that. Elizabeth and Zero said, pretty. Thank you, guys. Rosie says, yes, I have Angie, lots of paper and stickers. Thanks for the kitchen. The best are the wrap around towels for your hair. Super soft and absorbent. Love the site. Yes, I'm so excited about Temu. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. You guys, doing the shopping was awesome. So what it is I'll have to do 2 videos, and they have some other requirements for the videos, and they'll give you the free product if, you'll do the videos, if you'll, give them free advertising. So I was like, yeah, I do that anyway for Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby and the rest of the stores. And I have to pay for that stuff. Elizabeth says, yes, Kamo is doing lately a lot of hauls. Okay, good. Zero says she bought the crochet hooks from Temu and she liked them. Perfect. Yeah, I'll be buying those. They have these ones. I think they were pink with roses. Those crochet hooks look gorgeous. Rosie said, no yarn after watching Crystal's video. Glad I saw that. Donia says, Timo has great art supplies. Awesome. I want to order some. I got some of that stuff in my basket too. Some art supplies and craft supplies. Oh, okay, good. Dark Sky says, check the craft scissors on Temu. I sure will. Oh, good. Ciro says, or Tank says, Ciro's, I posted on my Facebook a start to my beads. Oh, cool. Did you put it in the Facebook group, Angela's Magic, our magical little place? I haven't checked the Facebook group. I need to do that. Rose says, yes, the tote bag. It looks great on the web. Yes, I can't wait to get that thing that says tote bag on it. Okay, Ciro says, Margie, I love Fabri-Tac, and Dollar Tree has it too, but it's a craft. It's in a craft glue bottle. Oh, they have a Fabri-Tac at Dollar Tree. I am so getting that because Fabri-Tac is expensive at the regular craft stores. I'm good to know. So you guys get your Fabri-Tac at Dollar Tree. I didn't know they carried it there. Thank you, C Rose. Hey, Handmade Designs, welcome in. Yes, C Rose, I'm so excited. Can't wait. You can even use Fabri-Tac for what I'm doing. But you know what? When you're hot gluing these flowers together, I was thinking of using the Fabri-Tac when you glue the your Velcro on the back. Also, what I would do is for instant adhesion, okay, I would first put dots of Fabri-Tac glue on the back of these. And then for instant adhesion, I would add just a little bit of hot glue, just so that it acts as an abrasion, something to get getting it stuck down right away, so that it helps the Fabri-Tac also attack better. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know if that just made sense or not. Okay. Do we have time to make one more? You know what? I don't think we have time to make another flower, because we need to do the giveaway, and then we need to go over to VJ's. So I don't have time to make another flower. Sorry, guys. We only got 2 flowers done. But these are the 2 that we got done. Like I said, take your Velcro and use your Fabri-Tac and glue that on here. What I like to do, like I was saying, is let me be a little more thorough. This is what I would do. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac, put it on all 4 corners and the sides, right? Then I'm going to take a little hot glue, just a little bit, and put it in the center. That's that instant adhesion. So everything's glued down and it's holding it down so that it gives time for the Fabri-Tac to work. So that's what I'm talking about. And then put that on the back of here, and then do the same process to whatever you're gluing this onto. A hat, a baby dress, a jacket, whatever you're going to do. Okay? Because when it comes to washing, you want to be able to take these flowers off and not throw those into the washing machine. Okay. You like that idea, Rosie, for gifts? Yeah. My friends loved it when I gave them, like, you know, a big pile of flowers. Oh my God, they loved it. And they could use them in their projects. Oh, Ciro said, I found my rusted materials. I wonder how that would look. Girl, I rust dye fabric. I think that's what you're talking about. I rust dye fabric, and I wanted to make some flowers out of my rust dyed fabric. And then when I was searching for all my fabrics, I found a bunch of sheets that I'm going to rust dye a bunch of that fabric. Rust dyeing fabric is beautiful, and it's very grungy. It'd make a really cool grungy flower. Thank you, Tank. Okay, so yay, we got our flowers and our things. So hope you guys liked this. This was fun. Next week, I will show you how to make another flower. We'll do herbs again. I'll show you how to make another flower. And that flower is, it's not as shabby as this one. So you could Fabri-Tac that right onto your project. That'll be fairy flowers next week. little fairy flowers. They're really, really pretty. And they're not as big as these. They're smaller, but they're really pretty and they're really fun to make. So there's those. Let me well, you know, I'm fine, I think. It's going to unplug my hot glue gun, but I think I'm okay. Let me put this away here. And we're going to do the giveaway. And then we're going to make a fairy raid over to VJ's. Let me get some of this put away. Actually, you know, I'm going to leave this stuff out because I'm probably going to have an afternoon of flower making. Oh, these are the ones from, let me show you real quick. The rosettes from Hobby Lobby. I think I'm low on these now, but this is what they look like. See, they're a little bit bigger. You can get these ones. In fact, when I'm going to go check Hobby Lobby out today and see if, go online and see if they have the 40% off trims. Because they do, I'm going to go buy a bunch more rosettes. Because now I'm into making flowers again. I'm in that mode now. Okay. Well, this will be a pretty pink flower. Maybe I'll make this all pink. Okay. For the giveaway, let me show you what we're going to give away. Oh, my legs. I keep complaining about my legs. It's my knees. It's not really my legs. It's my knees. Okay. I haven't given away any of my journals for a while, so we're going to give away, for the giveaway today, it's going to be a journal. Also, I'm going to give one of these. This is for 25 cents. What year was this in? 1971. It's the Work Basket. Old Work Basket magazine. Isn't that cool? Look, it was only 25 cents. So it has crochet. What does it have? It has crochet patterns, knitting patterns, how to lose 10 pounds. It has gardening. It has recipes. It's really cool. Look, it shows you how to make this 2-color poncho. Isn't that cool? Is it crochet or knitting? It looks like crochet. Let's see. Yep, you chain. So 2-color poncho. Tells you how to make an accent pillow. Look how yellow the pages are. Tells you how to make, oh my God, look at how to make a crochet tie. This is great. Wait, what is this? There's something else. This is a pot holder. How to make that pot holder. How to lose 10 pounds on a grapefruit diet. Oh, tatting. Look it. Shows you how to tat. Anyway, it's just a fun magazine to look at. It's very nostalgic. Oh, look at this. This is a little boy's sweater. It tells you what page to go to. Tells you how to make that. I think there's also a pattern for this blanket. So anyway, this would be kind of fun. You know what? There's a backing on here. I'll find the backing that goes with this. It's probably sitting over there. You can also get a copper-clad stainless steel cookware set for $14.98. This is cool. It even has the original person's address. Her name was Pearl. That's cool. She used to live in California. Okay. It has her address and everything on there. Who knows who Pearl is? No one's going to go to Pearl's house. Anyway, so you get to choose also a which journal you want. So you can choose the Gray Hair Fairy, the Sheep, okay, the Purple and Green Fairy, and let's see. Ooh. We'll do this girl here with the butterflies. Okay, that's probably enough choices right there. So, butterfly girl, purple and green girl, the sheep, or the gray hair fairy. Okay, so we'll put all of this, and oh, these are prints, and I will turn them into these type of journals. Okay, for those who are like, what is she doing? I just don't have, you know, these made up into journals yet, but it will be made up into a journal for you. So you just choose that print if you want that one. Okay. You know what? Let me get this back over here. There we go. Oh, I'm hungry. All I had was some toast this morning. I am starving. Oh, you know what? Hey, come back up now. Sorry. I'm so used to it being down like that. All right, so let me write the word yarn in the chat. Thank you, Dark Sky, you little sweetie. Okay. Yeah, I'm writing the word yarn in the chat. And there you go. Everybody write the word yarn. Oh, okay, couple things while we're doing that. It's whatever is on my screen. My screen's different than yours. Also, if you're an international winner, play, because you can choose a pattern up to $6. Okay? So, and also, let's make a couple of quick announcements. If you came in here a little bit later, you weren't late, just came in later. I go live every Friday, 10 o'clock a.m. That's a new time, but it's 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. What else? First hour is herb knowledge, and then the second hour will be knitting and crocheting, whatever we're going to be talking about. Right now, we're making flowers for our projects, for knitting, crocheting projects. I go live every Sunday. That's 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, and that's called Angie's Art Party. And this Sunday, we're going to be making paper beads and boho beads. And so I'm going to write a list out of things that you'll need if you want to work along with beside us, okay? And that's it. And that is it. Okay, let me just read the chat while you guys are writing the word yarn in. Everyone's writing the word. Yeah, Tank, write the word yarn. Everybody write the word yarn. Everyone write the word yarn. Oh, Dark Sky's happy because her stomach is full now. Sounds good, girl. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. She said they're so pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dawn. And thank you, Dark Sky, for telling people to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome, Dawn. Dawn says, I just got asked to complete a quilt from my brother's girlfriend. Her grandmother passed before finishing it, and I'm so honored to finish it for her. That is awesome. Oh, that's so meaningful. A quilt is just, a quilt is family, you know? I love it. That's really, really neat. That's really special. Oh, Rosie says, I've enjoyed the old book you sent in my giveaway. Wow, only 25 cents. Forgot how inexpensive they were back in the day. That's, I know, it's cool. Tank says, I can lose 200 pounds by giving away my yarn. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. Dawn says, thank you for the fun live and Angie and keeping me company while I work. You're welcome, sweetie. Yes, the fairy flowers. Let's just talk about that really quick because we have a little bit of time. Okay, write this down if you want to make the fairy flowers next week, if you want to work along. What you need to do is you need like satin, not silk, but satin fabrics. Any fabric that will melt, okay? So satin fabric, I think I got some stuff right here. Tank is like not messing around. Tank's like, girl, you need to give us a list of supplies, okay? Get it together, Angela. I don't like you, girl. I like to know what's going on. I'm just like you. I like to know what's going on. What do I need to get? So you want like satiny looking satin fabrics, okay? Anything that's satin, anything that's synthetic that will melt when you hit it with a and you want yourself a long, you know, the type of lighters you get at Dollar Tree where you can light candles, or your barbecue grill. Have that. Have a candle of some sort. You can have a little tea candle. You can have a big candle. Get yourself a candle and a lighter, okay? And any fabric that will melt, like satin, okay? A bunch of different colors of satin. Also, if you have any of this type of tulle stuff, get that out too, because this stuff melts also. We're going to be melting and burning fabric. You cut them in little circles, and then you take the fabric and you hold it over the candle, okay, the lit candle, and it melts the edges and it creates the perfect little petals. And we just layer those petals, and you'll have these fairy flowers. Also, fabric centers like we use today, buttons, or things like this. Also, you can also the fun fur that I use. Also get that, because the fun fur, we're not going to use rosettes, because the rosettes are probably too big. We might be able to use rosettes, but we're not. We're going to use the fun fur. We're going to make a little nest of fun fur in the center, and then put our flower center in for those ones. Also, you can add some, you can make those kind of fringy looking also with the fun fur. I'm trying to think, you're going to need a hot glue gun. I think that's it. So you guys write that down. If you want for next week to work along with me next week. What is it? Okay. Oh, I got stuff all over this room. I got to clean it up. All right. Let me just see. Oh, my audio's a mess again. Okay, let me fix my audio real quick. Okay, audio's fixed. Okay, 17 entries. Thank you, Dark Sky, you little sweetie. I checked my audio. And okay, so I'm going to put stop. Wait, did I put? Oh, you know why you guys didn't know how to put when to put yarn in yet? Because I didn't put yarn and say go. I have the word yarn, but it's just sitting there. I forgot to push go. All right, anybody who hasn't written the word yarn in, you got 2 seconds. Write the word yarn in right now. Sorry. I was just looking going, why is there yarn in the chat? Oh, because I forgot to hit enter. All right, anybody else? Tank's like, that's why I asked. I was like, why did she ask that? I put the word yarn in. Oh, I didn't hit start. All right, anybody else want to write the word yarn? Okay, write the word yarn. I'll give you guys a few more seconds. Sorry. And then can we do a recount of how many entries we have? Sorry, can't believe I did that. I just made it harder on myself because now there's chat in between the yarns, but the yarns, yeah, but it's no big deal. I'll just skip the chat and keep going with the word yarn. Okay, Elizabeth, anybody who put yarn in twice, just take one out, just delete one of them. Just delete one of them. It is kind of a mess, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll just when I go and count, I'll just skip over the chat and just do the yarn. Okay, should be 21 entries. Okay, great. I'm going to push stop right now. And this time I'm going to hit enter. Do you guys see the word stop now? Sorry, guys. Okay, so okay, Margaret G says now there's 20 because we subtracted 2 duplicates. Okay. Thank you, Yarn Barf. And welcome in, Yarn Barf. Yarn Barf just said, Elizabeth, just hold your finger on your word and you can remove it. And Elizabeth, if I see your name twice, I'll just skip over it and only count it once. Okay, Elizabeth? So don't worry. All right, I'm going to start. Wait. So we got 20 entries. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and have Alexa, pick one. Alexa, choose a number between 1 and 20. Alexa, choose a number between 1 and 20.
Here's a number between 1 and 20. It's 19. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No, thank you. Okay, so she chose number 19. So let you guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me count really quick. Also, we're going to make a raid over to VJ's house. After this, number 19, let me write that down. We're going to make a raid over to, we're going to make a fairy raid over to VJ's. One of the moderators, can you drop VJ's link? All right, so you guys let me count, talk amongst yourselves. Here I go. I could just go down to the last entry, but let me just count 19 because, you know, it's like what's your name said, it's kind of a mess, but we'll be okay. All right, let me see where we started at. Okay. I see Tank's like, did we start yet? Okay. I think we started with Elizabeth for the yarns. Let me just make sure. Yes. Okay, so that's where we're starting at. All righty. All right, so talk amongst yourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. Let me count again, you guys. Let me make sure I got the same person twice. So talk amongst yourselves for a second. Let me go back up to Elizabeth because she was the first one to put it in. Okay. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, I got the same person twice. I mean, I had to go through some stuff, you guys, because there's all these conversations in between the yarns, but I got the same person twice. Okay, Bridget Volpa. I don't know how to spell your say your last name, but it's Bridget Volpa. Woohoo! Congratulations, Bridget. Okay, Bridget. What I need to do, let me get my banner going across here at the bottom. Okay. See that banner going at the bottom, Bridget? That is my Etsy shop. Go to my Etsy shop. I need to get your real name, your YouTube name, and your address. Also, Bridget, I need to know which journal you want. Do you want the journal with the sheep on it? The journal with the great hair fairy? Or you can choose. Now, these are prints, but we made into these journals, okay? Or do you want the girl with the green and purple hair? Let's call her Paris. Do you want Paris? Or do you want Butterfly Girl? So which one did you want, Bridget? Let me know. So you get a choice of that, and then I will send you the magazine from the 70s, crochet magazine. Crochet, knitting, weight loss. It's all in there. Okay, let me see what she says. Okay, Bridget. Bridget's so cute. She goes, that's me. That's how I feel if I win anything too. Okay, so Bridget, which journal did you want? Oh, Dark Sky, thank you. Bridget, Dark Sky just dropped the link to my Etsy shop in the chat also. Thank you, Dark Sky. Oh, Bridget, do you live in the, I guess I should ask, do you live in the USA? If you live in the USA, oh, you live in Paris. Okay. So what we need to do is still message me. Message me. There's my Etsy address right there. I will pay for a pattern for you. And we'll talk. So just say, hey, I want a pattern and I will pay for the pattern. I just need to know where you want me to pay for it at. And also what I might do is just send you $6 to your PayPal, and then you can do what you want. You can order a pattern or do what you want. So contact me and say, hey, I won this morning. I want to order a pattern. Or I'll just, or if I can get, I think PayPal, hopefully PayPal is offered to you in Paris. We'll talk. Let me know. I'll send you $6 to PayPal, and then you can order your pattern or whatever you want to order. Okay. All right. So let's do a fairy raid over to BJ's. Okay, guys. All right. That is it for today. You guys, thank you so much for showing up for me. Thank you for showing up for each other. And thank you to my moderators. You guys are the bomb. Love you guys. And okay, the only reason I can't give you the Paris girl, and that's what I was saying, is I'll pay for a pattern up to $6 because, oh wait, oh, she wants the Paris girl. She doesn't live in Paris. Oh, I just did that whole explanation. Okay, got it. Sorry. All right, so I will make you up a journal with the Paris girl, okay? And then you'll get the word basket. Just make sure, contact me at my Etsy shop, which is going across the screen or is in the chat, and I'll get this sent off to you. Hilarious. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. I will talk to you guys next week. All right. Love you guys.